So I don't really have a script for this video. I don't have any ideas, besides one, and I never thought I'd be making a video like this. I haven't done any vlog style updatey content ever, and it's been years since I've uploaded a regular video. I think about a year actually since I've uploaded an actual video. Um, but I want to throw some out here because, this is my YouTube channel. I can freely voice pretty much anything I want to within means, right? Um, but there's something that's been itching me to make something like this, I guess for vulnerability or whatever the case, but um, I don't know. It's been a weird last few weeks. So just to kind of gain some insight, I got a really good job. Um, my girlfriend moved in with me, which is awesome. I mean, we've been together for years. Everything's been going relatively swell until recently. Um, I figured out I'm not a huge fan of the job. I didn't really feel fulfilled in what I was doing, and it kind of started a wave of depression, anxiety, and a lot of medical issues. And that's something that I'll touch on here in a little bit because I don't want this to be a big, sob story or anything like that. Maybe another video or something of talking about that and my experiences with that kind of stuff. But this is something that even the friends that I talk to on a daily basis have never really gotten out there. But I feel like since, I'm recording it and it's just me in the room, there's nobody else here, no one can hear me. That's something I can just talk about easily. Um, the main consensus of this is that the only thing that I've found that I like doing is content creation. And that's going to sound like a cliche. I'm sure there's a lot of people that enjoy that, right? But the best part that I've kind of enjoyed about it so far is people, which is strange for me because I've never been a people person in person. I've never been a people person anywhere. I've never done anything with people where people were in mind, people were a thought. Um, but in the case here, like I started streaming over on Twitch again recently, and YouTube, which feel free to stop by the way. We love talking to people. This is just gonna kind of be reiteration of that, but I got some guy and we kept talking back and forth. He gave me a sub and I got so excited I had to get up and go tell my girlfriend. I woke her up and I was like, "We got a sub." Yeah, cool. It was like the first one, right? But it wasn't even the idea of like, I didn't think about the fact that a sub meant, you know, technically you're one step closer to making this like a job, right? Once you start getting subs and you start getting followers and stuff like that. The first thing I thought of was this guy's gonna come back, he likes what I'm making. And that was huge inspiration. Like it was fucking crazy. And I was like, whoa, this is something that I don't mind doing, that I really enjoy. And it's surprising because in the situation that I'm in right now, just to kind of add a little bit of context to everything, I wake up sick every day. It's hard to go out. It's really hard to work. I've been having to take off a lot of work. But man, there's just something about streaming and interacting with people. And there was some nerves that I used to have when I did it a long time ago. I just don't have anymore. I'm excited. I'm like, hey, this is going to be really cool. Like, this is going to be something that might be something that I want to do. And there's two big things. Whenever I said at the beginning of the video that I had an idea, there's technically two ideas. Um, One is going to be, I don't want it to sound like a sellout, right? But I would say that it would be really awesome if anybody who saw this video and got this far in the video, if they went and if you saw me on Twitch or YouTube live, just come talk in the chat. Just come say hi. It'll make my day. I'll relax and chill. You can criticize the gameplay, mess with us. I usually play with all my friends. I want to make something to where me and all my friends and all the fun that I have with them, the group that we have built over the years that have lasted for almost a decade now, I want to share that experience and that fun and that joy with other people. There's been a huge stigma, at least with me, um, in the friend group in the past, where I have this thing where I always want to make everybody else happy, even if it means the sacrifice of my own happiness. This is the case where I think I can do both, and I'm starting to realize that because I would be able to provide somebody a laugh and a good day, and they would have something to watch while they eat something, or whatever the case may be, or they could put it on to go to sleep. Doesn't matter. The point being is that I want to entertain people. And no, I'm not going to quit my job. I'm not going to stop working. If I could do this as a job, that'd be an amazing thing, but I don't expect that, right? I don't I don't care about the money. Though it would be a cool added bonus. And I know that's going to be something that, oh, everybody says that you don't care about the money, right? I don't need it. I really don't. Um I I'm young. I live with my parents. Um I mean, my girlfriend just moved in. I have a job that makes me enough to where she can stay home and everything's good. But the thing is with that is that it's not fulfilling. It's not doing anything for me. And the one thing that I want to live by is that when I'm gone, I want to leave something to be remembered. I don't want to be forgotten, if that makes sense. Not in the sense of like I need to be known by everybody, but I want to make a mark on people. I want to change something about the world that I think is a problem. I want to stand on morals. I want to let them be known. Um, and I think the biggest problem that I want to change in the world is that everybody's constantly fighting. And when people are fighting, nobody's enjoying anything. Everybody all over the internet, anything like that, it's always about what ideas you have, your politics, anything like that. This, I want to make almost, actually, I will say pretty much an entirely politic free zone where we can make fun of everybody, we can have fun with everybody, we can, you know, dive into conversations of topics that aren't that. We can talk about games we're playing. We can talk about the friends, how the day's going, whatever the case may be. There's other things outside of life than politics. And besides fighting and disagreeing with each other and anything like that, I want to be able to take somebody that's from a whole different community than I am. I, you know, let's say like I'm down in Texas. Let's say I get somebody all the way in, Egypt, for example. One of my returning viewers on Twitch is from Egypt. Um, and I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to dox him or anything like that. But man, he's a cool guy. It's awesome getting to learn about the culture over there and talk to him about it. And it's just really fulfilling, as I said. But I want to take someone from a community like that, way on the other side of the planet, and be able to, match them up and have them enjoy something that somebody over here enjoys. That is like an ultimate goal for me. I think that would be so cool to have like a global community where we have all different kinds of people, all different, excuse me, got a little cough, all different kinds of stuff. And we can all just sit there, have a laugh, watch a game, and play with some friends, right? And I want to do stuff with viewers too. I want to do the Twitch things and find out about the integrations where viewers can control your game, and we'll have nights where people can vote for games to play. You can put your recommendations in. We can have song suggestions on like certain Twitch exclusive streams because YouTube really doesn't like that stuff. Um, but like there's just a lot that I want to do and that I would love to do, but I got to build a community to do it. And so that's the second idea of this video is that I want to prove, at least to myself and to some other people, if anybody's, doubting that they can do it, if they even if they put all the time in and everything like that. I know it's a bit of a luck of the draw. You got to hit the algorithm, you got to figure stuff out, but it's also a lot of hard work. Um, Editing's not super easy. You got to learn a lot of stuff. It's fun, but it can be tedious, and especially if you're a perfectionist. Streaming can be tiring. I figured that out just the other day. I was like, man, I've streamed for 8 hours. I am beat because I kept trying to be like, you need to talk, you need to do something, you need to interact more, try not to, you know, fight the masses with, controversial things and say stuff and stuff like that, which I don't really watch what I say. I'm gonna give that a forewarning. Um, I'm pretty open about what I'm cool with saying and what I'm not cool with saying, right? We have jokes on there all the time, but I want everybody to know it's jokes. Um, but yeah, that's really it. I just want to build a community. I want to show people that you can still do it in the grand year of 2026. And I want to put a lot of stuff out there that people can watch and enjoy. And if it is able to become some kind of a career or job, that's an added bonus. But, um, yeah. So I encourage everybody who sees this, and if you watch this far, again, come talk to us on Twitch or YouTube. Don't need a follow, don't need a sub. I don't need anything like that. You're welcome to drop one. You're welcome to drop a sub, a follow, anything of the sort. But just come say hi. I mean, it'd be the coolest thing if I got, 10 people in the chat. Something like that. So that's a crazy number to me, right? Because at the most I've ever had chatting is like 4 people at a time. I'm like, cool. You know what? 4 people with my 4 people, that's 8 people that are constantly talking. And sometimes we have 5 or 6. So that's, 9, 10 people all talking to each other. And that's awesome. It's a big old group, but we're all different people. We're all pushing ideas, towards each other. We're having fun. We're engaging. That's so cool. So this may be something that's a little bit laughed at by the friend group or anything like that, but at the same time, this is something that I feel like I need to put out there because I've got a lot going on that a lot of people don't know about, and this is kind of like the start of my Hail Mary into the wind of, will content creation be something I can continue to do because I'll have the motivation to do it, or is it something that I'll be able to continue to do even in the long run financially because it's not cheap to get all the equipment and stuff like that, get new games, everything of the sort. Um, but if honestly, if enough people just came in and started chatting whenever we're doing the streams, or just started liking the videos and leaving comments and stuff like that, because I try to respond to almost everyone, um, I, I'd definitely have the motivation to keep doing it. So, um, lastly, there's my Hail Mary. If you want to be part of the creation of the next big YouTube and Twitch channel, subscribe. Subscribe on Twitch. Actually, just follow on Twitch. It's free. Just follow. You can sub if you want to, if you don't want to watch the ads, because I know Twitch is crazy about the ads. But subscribe. Come tune into the streams. Watch some of the videos. I'm going to try to put more videos out there so that it's more content for people who don't like streams to watch. Let me know what kind of videos people want to see. If there's certain games that people want to look at, if there's certain kinds of videos, if you guys like commentary better, if you like podcast style stuff, we really do want to do a podcast with all the friends. Um, or even just like straight let's plays. I'm down. All of that stuff sounds really fun to me. I'd love to make something, but I would like feedback from you, you people, anybody who sees this, to be like, hey, let's do it. And one more cool thing that I would love to do with this. I know at least some of my friends have at some point in time wanted to make something with content creation, but have either not had the time or not had the ability or the learning or the knowledge of how to do it. This is something where I want to bring them up too. I don't want to make a channel where it's just me. I want to make it to where it's all of us. So if you're subscribing into just me, or you're not into just me or anything like that, even though I'm the main name on the channel, there's going to be other featured people in almost every video, stream, everything. It's going to be people like Alex, people like Rob, people like Blake, people like Sam, Kylie, my girlfriend who lives with me. She's awesome. I mean, there's going to be all sorts of people. There's Percy. Percy's awesome. I don't know how I forgot Percy. There's tons of people. And I look forward to hopefully, playing with some more people, interacting with streamers, not streamers, viewers. If there's other streamers that want to interact, I wouldn't think there is, but be forewarned. I don't hold egos. I tell people when they're wrong normally. So good luck. Have fun with that. um, and yeah, that's it. So thank you if you've watched this far. It's awesome. Um, I appreciate your time. Try to be a little bit more transparent, right? Uh, and yeah, come say hi to us on Twitch or YouTube. Preferably Twitch. Honestly, it's just a better streaming platform. It's way easier to interact with the chat and stuff. I got a lot of things set in place to where people can play sound alerts, stickers, stuff like that. For free. You don't have to do bits or anything like that. The only thing is it's on a 30-second cooldown, so it doesn't get spammed. But yeah, that's it. So I appreciate you guys. Me, Matt. I am the owner of the Stacks TF channel, and the Stacks_TF channel on Twitch. And if you guys want to come say hi, call me Matt. Anyway, peace out. Thank you guys. Appreciate you watching. Have a good one. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Anything of the sort. So